Right, welcome everybody. My name is Noori, and I'm a health professional with a background as a nutritionist, emotional stress therapist, radio presenter, and director of my own health company specializing in bone and joint health, which has about 60,000 likes on Facebook. And I think I've been in health for probably over 30 years now. And 2 years ago, I was introduced to LifeWave, which is the name of the company that we're talking about this today, and also that I was introduced to the X39, and the X39 is a phototherapy patch that enables us to get into the realm of biohacking, which is the new age frequency phototherapy light, GHKCU, and all the different aspects of the new age in healing, so that we're using the intelligence of the body to heal itself. We're not actually diagnosing, we're not treating, we're not curing, we're not taking a pill or injection, having an operation. We're just simply putting a patch on. So we're going to have a look at a short video so that we can see what is this actually all about. So I'm just going to share the screen, and then we are going to start the PowerPoint. There we are. Why is it saying my screen is paused? Not supposed to be.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. It all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we are made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. A patch is applied to specific points on the body where it covers the skin. Infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and its ability to heal itself. On a cellular level, this matters because many of the patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are naturally neutralized. LifeWave. Live long, live well.
Lovely. So what you're getting from the idea of that video is that we are able to elevate, activate, and regenerate using the body's own natural resources. So we have what is innately within us known as phototherapy light, also known as infrared. And normally we would just dissipate and give this off out of the body. But you saw from the video that the light reflects back into the body as a result of the patch being applied, and it then causes an elevation of what's called GHKCU copper peptides, of which there are 45 years of research behind, pioneered by a Dr. Peckart. And he actually named them copper peptides and did 45 years of ongoing research that showed that if you elevate them, because they start to deactivate with aging, that you can actually contribute to reversing aging. So whether you are an athlete or whether you're a young person that wants to have more strength, memory, focus, concentration, or whether you are wanting to conceive a baby or have a healthy baby, or you're later on in life and you've got joint problems, wherever you are, the body can just be more. So what we're looking at is how to elevate, activate, and regenerate. So the genius behind all of this is actually Dr. David Smith. And David Smith, PhD, is the CEO, scientist, and inventor of LifeWave since 2004. And he's celebrating at the moment about 250 patents to his name, which is remarkable. And that is a really amazing feat because those patents are specializing in age reversal. And since 2008, David Schmidt has focused his attention on stem cell research. Now, to take that a step further, he then spent 10 years and $4.5 million to bring this to market. And as a result, X39 is fully patented and it was launched in 2020, with David Smith telling us that you have an incredible opportunity before you today, the opportunity to bring the healing power of light to everyone around you. So looking at these patents, what's really unique about this is that we're looking at a technology. So when we look in the world out there that where we want to be more, we may be having IVs and injecting something, we're swallowing tablets, we're drinking powders, we're going for different types of therapy treatments and operations. But here, this shows that we have patented proof of a technology, and the description of which is embodiments enables a wearable phototherapy apparatus that produces beneficial effects to a human body, such as activation of stem cells. And that is a remarkable feat in itself, because with that comes improvement in strength, improvement in stamina, pain relief via a non-transdermal container. Now, that is also very, very pertinent because the non-transdermal apparatus reflects or emits specific wavelengths of light to elevate levels of the copper peptide GHKCU in the body, whilst being a non-transdermal apparatus. And very, very profound there is it reflects or emits specific wavelengths of light to elevate levels of the copper peptide GHKCU in the body. And this is where the miracle starts to begin. And just to prove that, because we are talking about science and we are backed up by science, and we are even award-winning in science. So, for example, the Biotech Breakthrough Award of 2025 last October nominated LifeWave as the winner of the Stem Cell Innovation of the Year Award. And the mission of the annual Biotech Breakthrough Awards program is to conduct the industry's most comprehensive analysis and evaluation of the world's top company solutions and products in the life sciences and biotechnology market today. So what's profound here is that we have not only been recognized as a biotechnology, we have been awarded a leading position with Biotech Breakthrough as the winner of the Biotech Award program for 2025, in which thousands of nominations from 15 different countries, including the pharmaceutical industry, at a global level, were serving to give recognition and encourage bold ideas and solutions that will shape the future of biotechnology. So how does X39 actually work? Well, it's a proprietary form of phototherapy. So phototherapy is the utilization of the light within the body. And this is happening through a patented nanocrystal technology. So in the bottom right, you can see visual images of the patches that come in a sleeve with 30 in a sleeve, and they're worn daily. So each sleeve is a 30-day supply, in which there are nanocrystals in the patches, but no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants go into the body. It's purely a reflection of light and is non-transdermal, non-invasive, so it can't have any side effects or contraindications, and neither are we diagnosing, treating, curing, or preventing any disease or medical condition. So why the X39 patch? Well, did you know that by the time you get to 30, half of your special cells are inactive and you started off with 1 trillion? But by the time you get to 60, almost all of these are inactive. So typically, as a 70-year-old or over, if they break their hip, did you know that 70% of them can actually die of that broken hip because these special cells are not awake to repair them? So now we don't have to age at the speed that we do. Our cells serve as a repair system of the body. I've been patching for 24 months now, and yesterday I did a reading of my biological age. I'm actually 67 years old in October, but my biological age showed up at 57. So biologically, my body is already 10 years younger than it was before I started patching. So the benefits of X39 is optimal health and wellness. Now, 2 years ago, at the age of 64, when I was introduced to the patches, I was not optimally healthy, and neither was I well. From frozen shoulder, neck pain, brain fog, chronic fatigue, joint pain, sciatica, dry eye, and so many other issues that I really felt sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I was not looking forward to growing old. Then I had improvement in exercise performance, also improvement in strength. I could actually now run up and down the stairs, whereas before it was an effort to go up 2 or 3 stairs. That is a life changer. Then healthy energy flow. Now my mind is awake, my brain focus, concentration, no more brain fog. I've got loads of energy, I have stamina, and I'm doing all this without any drugs or stimulants, and I'm sleeping better. Because if you sleep better, then you heal better. So to achieve optimal health, a state of complete physical and mental and emotional well-being, all we have to do is stick a patch on. Now, what's actually happening long term when we wear the patch is that 4,192 genes begin to reset. The brain becomes balanced from being incoherent. Many of us have brain incoherence, and that's where the brain fog and the lack of memory, focus, concentration, ADHD, bipolar, autism, all sorts of issues related to the functioning of the brain. Now, and as you age, your collagen production in the body is also decreasing, which is why mobility, pain in the joints, and loss of youthfulness in the skin, all of that happens because of a decrease in collagen. So when you're wearing the patches, you're increasing your body's ability to produce collagen, which is unheard of because the natural aging process is that the collagen is actually decreasing. In fact, by the time you get to 50, you've lost up to 55% of your collagen, which means that as you grow older, you're becoming weaker and very vulnerable. Studies was also done on the heart reversing in age, where 14 heart patients out of 15 reversed the age by 8.5 years over a period of 6 months. That is mind-boggling. So David Smith, the inventor, says it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. So we now have an opportunity to reverse our age using the new age buzzword called biohacking, which actually means to regenerate the body and to allow longevity. So how do we wear X39? We wear it for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. When you're wearing the patch, it elevates, activates, and regenerates. And then you remove it for 12 hours for the body to have a rest because it's working with the day and night cycles of the body. So when you're resting at night, you don't wear it, but the body is still repairing and rejuvenating. Then you put on a new patch daily, and you can wear more than one at a time, and make sure you drink plenty of water with electrolytes in, which could also be coconut water or a pinch of Himalaya salt or crystal salt. So if you want to find out more, there is a website called thisisitinfo.com, and that has videos on there. It has information about the case studies, about the science behind it, and a whole section at the bottom about why would a doctor join LifeWave. And also looking, there's plenty of information on athletes and their performance. We have David Beckham, we have Serena Williams, Mike Tyson, so many athletes that are patched today. But going back to 2004, the coach of the Olympic swimming team in America approached David Schmidt, the scientist, and said, could I do trials on my athletes? And in the first week, 90% of them broke their own records in their trials. Then they went on to win the gold medal for the swimming champion in the Olympics of 2004. And since then, the Olympic Board has actually certified that all the LifeWave patches are suitable for athletes to use to enhance their performance and endurance and to aid speedy recovery. So this is going back 22 years, guys. It's not just yesterday. So here we have the opportunity for people to share their testimonials, and you've heard me share a bit of mine. Is there anyone, Nixon, would you like to unmute and share an experience you've had with the patches or with a loved one that you have shared the patches with? Are you there, Nixon? And Nixon?
Hi, Miss Noori, can you hear me?
Lovely. Would you like to share the experience of you patching your mother?
My mother is actually sitting right here. I'll ask her if she wanna share herself.
That's great. Wonderful.
Yeah, she is.
Love.
Hi,
Hello.
Miss Noori.
Hello. What's your name?
Just hold on. I just wanna get the sound. It's a bit soft.
We can hear you clearly.
Oh my God.
Okay, there we go.
There you go. Please
Good
go ahead.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Please share your story.
Okay, I think it's about 6 weeks ago. I gave my results to Nixon, and he decided that he's going to give me the kit. And ever since I've been using it, there's major progress.
Oh, tell us about it.
I couldn't cook probably for more than 3 months. I couldn't do much prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably I think it was like 2 weeks after I felt a bit of difference in the hands, and then 4 weeks later I started cooking again.
Wow,
So they're really benefiting from the kit.
that is wonderful. So I believe you were diagnosed with fibromyalgia.
That's correct.
And has your pain gone or is it just getting better?
It just gets better, Miss Nuri. So
Better every day, love.
yes, it also depends on, I am on a diet,
Yeah,
so it depends on what I eat. But
lovely. Yes,
yes, so I'm still getting to a balanced diet as to
lovely.
what I can and what I can't.
Wonderful. I found that if you have white flour of any kind, that causes inflammation, and that can also be an aggravator. So it is better if you can try not to have flour.
No, I don't. I already discovered that, yes.
Lovely. I'm so happy to hear that. Wonderful.
So with every little tinkle, that's a no, and then it's a no go for the future then.
Right. Wow. You must just keep. Oh, I've got something here from Ezra. So it says that there's somebody here that had a similar condition. So I just want to compliment you and to congratulate you for trusting your son and sticking the patches on and having the faith and trust that these patches do actually work. Because for all of us, there's no better person in our lives to want to help than our mothers. And now you've helped somebody make their dream come true to encourage other people to do the same. So thank you so much, my darling. Now I'm
Thank
just going,
you so much.
bless you, bless you. Nixon, you can go back on mute now. I'm just going to read out something. And it says here, good day, Ezra. Trust you are well. The little milestones I'm truly grateful for. My sleeping pattern changed a lot. I don't stay awake till the middle of the night anymore. I haven't had jaw lock during the night either. So my gums and tongue healing nicely. Getting in and out of the bath is a bit easier than before. I still have pain and I'm taking my meds. taking it one day at a time, and I'm already grateful for the little milestones. Wanted to know if you can put the Eon on in my hips. On Saturday, for the first time in a while, I had energy to do a little self-care, like cleanser toning my face and putting on makeup, even put on lotion on my body, but it wasn't easy. These things might sound insignificant, but for me, it's huge. Thank you. Have a blessed day further. Thank you so much for sharing that, Esri. That's absolutely wonderful. And it just shows you that it's one day at a time, and it does take time. Because remember that if the body, for example, is 60 years old, effectively it has 60 years of healing to do. So what you've got to do is to allow the body to go through the hierarchy of needs, which means like walking into a dilapidated house and then realizing that before you can do anything, you've got to do the plumbing, the wiring, the cracks in the wall, maybe there's mold, and there can be a whole number of things that need fixing. And 3 months later, the house still doesn't look like anybody did anything because it's all the foundation work. So the result here is that over time, things can be healed. And so what actually happens is that the body is going through a gradual repair. I had a case of a gentleman with a pain in his elbow. And so when I phoned him back a couple of weeks later, he said, I still got my pain in my elbow. I said, Sir, how old are you? He says, I'm 62. I said, how's your health? He said, I'm diabetic, high blood cholesterol, and I'm on about 10 tablets a day. So I said, well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but your body's under major renovation, and it's going to take you 6 or 12 months for the body to start addressing your 70 trillion stem cells that haven't been serviced for a very, very long time. But nevertheless, the body will get your elbow. Please don't worry. So we have to also know how to respond to people as well, because everybody wants to just stick the patch on and expect a miracle. So if you've got a pain in your elbow, but the body is dilapidated, it will get to the pain eventually. Don't worry. So we're going to carry on a bit further now, and just to have a look at some of the ways in which we can order these. This is for people that are new. And you can come in as a retail customer at $150 a month. It's already always in dollars because it's a global company in 100 countries. So it converts accordingly to which country is ordering. But $150 a month is not what we want you to pay. You rather just order 3 months supply, either as a preferred customer, I'll give you another option in a moment. But there you get 30% discount. It comes to $100 a month. In rands, depending on the exchange, the rand is very strong today, so it might work out at about 1,900 to 2,000 rand a month. If that sounds like a lot, it's about 60 rand a day, which is less than 2 coffees. And there is another option to be a preferred customer plus, where if you pay an initial $25, which is 400 rand up front, you'll get an extra free 10 patches every month with your order. So the X39 is a sleeve with 30 patches in it, and each sleeve is a month's supply. And the Preferred Customer Plus gives you an extra 10 patches with every order every month. And there is also a referral program with the Preferred Plus where you can earn back credits that give you discount on your future purchases. Now, the beauty of this here is you become a preferred customer providing you do a minimum of 3 months. But what actually happens there is that you are able to get your money back in 90 days for any reason without giving a reason. So that is quite remarkable within itself. Now, I just want to make sure, Caroline, did you come into the meeting?
Yes.
Yes, oh, lovely. Caroline's joined us a bit late, but she does want to share her story. So I'm going to allow her to do that right now. Caroline, would you like to continue?
Yeah, of course. I don't know who's on.
That's all.
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to say about my story with LifeWave, which has been remarkable. Yeah, in COVID, I had a fall and I fractured a bone in my spine and had to be in a back brace for 3 months. And then was on very, very heavy medications, steroids, and everything you could name on. I had a back brace continually. And eventually, after 6 months, I could walk slowly. And so that seems quite a long time ago, but I've had to have a back brace whenever, even if I go down the road. And I felt quite unsteady and vulnerable. And when Georgiana suggested to me that I took LifeWave, I was like, yes, anything. And this has been on painkillers and not able to walk. And I cannot begin to say the joy that I found with the patches. I had X39 and Aeon, two patches. And within under a month, I'm able to walk. I have absolutely no pain whatsoever. It's absolutely extraordinary. My back braces have been thrown away. I mean, I work full time. Yes, I do. I work full time. I'm 77 years old. The other thing to add is that I had a problem with my right knee. The kneecap was really, really painful. Same thing. My mum had exactly the same many years ago. So I thought, right, going to have an operation. Since I've been on LifeWave and the patches, literally on about the third month, cancelled the operation. I've got no pain in my right leg whatsoever. My life has changed beyond all means. I mean, I say I work full time. Obviously, I couldn't work before. I couldn't work at all. I'm a postnatal doula now, and I carry babies and help mums. I drive my car an hour for work. There's no way I could drive the car without my back brace. I don't have anything. And I live in a top floor flat, 36 steps. Sometimes I run up, not often. But I've just got such freedom. My eyesight has improved. I sleep for 8 hours a night, and I was an insomniac. Literally, in my 20s, I used to take sleeping pills. So that's my story. I hope I haven't gone on too long, but I just urge you, I really urge you to start taking LifeWave. It'll change your life. So thanks.
Caroline, thank you. You're such an inspiration. 77 years young. Wow. Thank you so much. Bless you, dear.
You're welcome.
Wow, wasn't that worth it? Goodness me, guys, what an amazing testimonial. You see, you're never too late, you're never too old. I've got experience of putting patches on 90-year-olds, and they're lying in bed and doing nothing, and now the family want to know why they're up and washing the dishes in the kitchen. It's remarkable. Even with the loss of memory or poor concentration and all kinds of things that happened as we get older that cause tremendous stress to the whole family unit. And you see the whole family starting to change because there's so much hope that it starts to take place once the elderly start to get patched. So we need to also look at patching to reverse our aging and to prevent the ongoing expectations of old age. We can also be putting it on because we're playing sport, we're doing marathons, we're Olympic champions. So just everybody needs patching, guys. And Caroline is such a wonderful example that especially at the age of 77, those stem cells are not awake. And once the regenerative cells woke up and regeneration took place, her body started behaving as it did when it was much younger because it was able to heal itself. So let's continue on a bit further now and just have a look at some of the background of the company, because this company has only grown because people like myself and Nixon and his mother and Caroline have told stories. That's how you're here today, because somebody told you a story. And those stories have gone from $20 million turnover in 21 to almost $1 billion this year. Where do you know of a company that's growing like that in the world? Over 3,000% and winning accolade after accolade after accolade. So at the moment this year, we won Entrepreneur of the Award went to David Schmidt, the scientist and inventor. We're number one in direct selling, number one in momentum, number one in the Bravo Award. We've had a movie made about the story of LifeWave by Mickey Wilk, and he's one of the top movie directors in Hollywood, and that film was released in the Beverly Hills Film Festival earlier this year. And then later this year, it also won 2 Telly Awards, and those awards have resulted in the movie now soon to be launched on Netflix, Apple, as well as Prime. So and then not to mention the Bravo Award, 90 clinical trials, 250 patents. Gosh, you need to breathe a few times in between. It's quite remarkable. So here it is about the number one in momentum, the Bravo Award 3 times, and ranking in the direct sales. It says 13 there, but it's supposed to say 1. And now the question is, what does freedom mean to you? Well, for Caroline and myself, for example, freedom means to be healthy and well and to be able to run up and down those stairs. It also means that we can help other people in similar situations where, in doing so, we could perhaps earn back some affiliate referral commission, and that would help us get our patches for free. We might also want to be able to travel and work at the same time, because all of this is done through an affiliate link where you buy the patches online, they get delivered to you in whichever country you're in, and whoever introduced you used the affiliate link they were given. So the commission, the referral commission, goes directly to them into an e-wallet where they can access their commission. So all of these here, I've actually benefited from myself. Since joining 2 years ago, I've traveled over 20 countries in 24 months. I've won 4 incentive trips. I've ranked up to what we call 3-star director, which means that I spend much of my time team building and training, which I absolutely love. And I can be anywhere in the world, at an airport, at a bus station, sitting on a park bench, and I can still be running my business. Wow, talk about freedom, guys. So if you want to, instead of buying your 3 sleeves of patches and having them delivered every month as a preferred customer, you could just say, I'd rather just buy a pack of 3, which is called the core pack. I'll have all 3 patches sleeves delivered in 1 month. I'll be paying $100 per sleeve, which is the wholesale price. And I'll save on 2 months of delivery fee. And if I happen to tell a friend because I'm feeling better and they now use the affiliate link that I've got because I became what's called a brand partner. So that means I've literally joined LifeWave as a partner for the brand, and I can get paid a referral commission for giving a recommendation. If I want to buy more than 3 sleeves at a time, I could buy 6, I could buy 11, I could buy 20. And the more I buy in the different packs, they become cheaper. So from $100, Advance is $89 a sleeve, Advance Plus is $88, and Premium is $87.50. So if you want to buy for the months ahead, or you've got 2, 3 family members that want to use it, whatever your comfortable aspect is, you buy in where you fit in. You could also come in at core, for example, and upgrade to advanced. And when you upgrade to advanced, you pay the difference. So you still save that $60 on buying 6 sleeves for $66 actually, for buying 6 sleeves at $89 instead of 3 sleeves at $100. And you will get your wholesale prices, and also better than wholesale as you buy bigger. And with this, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee with a free website, with a free affiliate link, with free training, with free mentorship, and becoming a part of the LifeWave family. And boy, do you want to become a part of this family. This is a family like you've never known family to be. It is absolutely incredible. It has completely changed my life. I've got friends that I could never have dreamt of, and traveled the world and made global contacts. And wherever I go, I'm at home. It's just incredible. So remember, all these prices are exclusive of delivery fee and VAT because it will vary depending on the country you're in. So let's say, for example, you're sitting in South Africa, but you've got a cousin in Australia. So you send your cousin the link. They open the link on their device. They then place the order that they want or the membership that they want to take out. They process their card, and then say, for example, they're in Brisbane, Australia. The local depot in Brisbane is going to deliver to them within 3 to 5 working days. Their card will be swiped. Their delivery will be done for you by LifeWave, so you don't need any stock or deliveries to be done. And you will get the commission in your e-wallet when you wake up in the morning. So you would have made money while you were sleeping. So that's a nice way to work. Wouldn't you like to make money while you're sleeping? So once you've joined as a brand partner, you don't have to buy every month. You don't have to do the business. If you just want to keep your membership so you can continue to buy at wholesale, fantastic, please do. And you will have your own affiliate link with your own back office. So every time you want to order, you go into your back office and you have access to the wholesale shop. So you're not paying the full retail for anything. And so everything will be done for you. So you don't buy any stock to resell. You're not selling, you're sharing. Remember, with the patches, you're being paid for recommending, you're being paid for giving a referral. You're not buying stock, you're not selling it, you don't collect any money. The money is paid to LifeWave and LifeWave pays you commission. So there's no monies involved, no stock involved. You actually just get paid for talking. Wouldn't you like to get paid for talking? If you want to go and build a bigger business, you're most welcome. You can become 1-star manager, 2-star manager. You can learn about the bigger bonuses. You can build a whole family, a big network where you might be earning between 4 and 5 figures a day. The lady that introduced me, she's earning 4 figures a day. Not a week, 4 figures a day. So, and she's been doing it for 3 years now. So this is it, info.com is where you can go to see a good introduction of everything. If you've got someone who wanted to attend today and they couldn't make it, you can send them a recording of this presentation, but also you can send them the link. This is it, info.com. There's lots of information why doctors would want to join. In America, what the doctors do is the patient comes in because it got approved by the FDA as a medical device. So the doctors put it on subscription there. And so they'll tell the patient, go to my receptionist, you need X39 for 12 months. The receptionist will register you, give her your card details. Every month your card gets swiped, the courier will deliver, and you come back and see me every 3 months for a checkup. So whether somebody's a personal trainer or a chiropractor or an acupuncturist or a beautician or a massage parlor, but they can actually just be signing people on as preferred customers, earning $20 a month for having preferred customers on your link. So if you've got 10 customers on your link, you're going to be earning $200 a month every month just because you introduced them on the first occasion. But because their order keeps repeating, you have a residual income of $200 a month just for making it available for somebody to place a regular order. So there's about 9 different ways you can earn money with LifeWave. And I've just mentioned 1 or 2 of them. But you come in and you put the patches on and you attend the Zooms and we have training and you will just learn as you grow. You don't have to know it all at once. So my name is Noori and it's been an absolute pleasure to be with you here today. And I'm actually going to stop the recording as well.